Hello everybody, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Be sure to check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for everything else Royal Caribbean related. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We are live at Royal Caribbean's perfect day at CocoCay. I am here on South Beach. South Beach is reopened again. This is one of the beach areas that has been here the whole time, but since the pandemic, Royal Caribbean's kept it closed because they just haven't needed it in terms of passengers. And yesterday they reopened it. So I was walking around, checking out South Beach, and it's beautiful. It's really, really nice. And if you're looking for a place to go, that's probably the quietest spot at Perfect Day CocoCay. This might be it. What's going on, guys? Yeah, no, the rain, it's been like that all day. There's just this storm system off the west coast of the island, but it's not actually here. So, like, this looks like rain. This looks like sunshine. So it's a little deceiving, but don't read too much into it. It's actually a beautiful day here at Perfect Day at CocoCay. So we're here on Mariner of the Seas. 3-night cruise is our last day of the cruise. Back home tomorrow. So, but glad you guys are joining us here. Thank you for taking a little time out of your Sunday afternoon to hang out, talk some Royal Caribbean. And yeah, it's nice that they've got South Beach open again. I mean, they opened it yesterday because there were 2 ships in port yesterday. They had Freedom of the Seas and the Allure of the Seas, I believe. And with that, they actually had about like 7,000 people. So they necessitated opening it back up again. So we're slowly getting there, guys. We're slowly getting back to quote unquote normal when it comes to these cruises. So yeah, Tamara's going to be here next week. Nice. You're going to have a great time. It's beautiful here. Terry, where did the Adventure end up? Adventure of the Seas actually is in dry dock right now in Europe. She will be going to Galveston. That's her next deployment once this kind of ends. So once her dry dock is over, I should say. So is it crowded with 2 ships? No. And you have to remember something at Perfect Day CocoCay. They designed it to handle 9,000 to 12,000 guests. So, and I've been here pre-pandemic with probably that many people. It's not crowded. There's a lot of places to go. That's what's so great about what they've done here. It's not just a one-trick pony kind of situation. So, does a 3-day cruise feel short? Extremely short. Yes. I mean, it's a 3-night cruise. You know, you get on Friday, and you know, my kids, we were having breakfast yesterday in the Windjammer. So this is day 2, first full day on board. And they're like, "Well, the cruise is over tomorrow." I'm like, "Come on, you can't think like that." But the reason to book a 3-night cruise is because it's better to spend your weekend on a cruise ship than it is at home, right? I can get used to weekending in the Bahamas, you know. Leon will be here in 2 weeks. Nice. We love Perfect Day CocoCay. It's really, really nice. Another change they made over here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I'm gonna leave my shoe. I hope nobody steals my shoes. The floating bar is now over here. So the floating bar always was here. And then after the pandemic, they moved it over to Chill Island, and now it's back here at South Beach. So any cruising is good cruising. Max Diner, you are not wrong. That is exactly the right thought right there. So Julie, Cozumel and Nassau, fantastic. I love Cozumel. So there's the floating bar. Painkillers, Julie. Oh man, I haven't had one of those on board yet. Maybe I'll have that later. Are the same drinks at CocoCay are on the ship? Yes, Jared. There are a couple that are different than are here, but almost everything is basically the same. As long as they have the ingredients to make it, they can do so. So there's the floating bar. How many people on this cruise, Jen? 1,500 people. 1500. So not bad at all. Still less than half capacity. And Jose Pena says 3-night cruise only worth it if you live near a cruise port. You know what's interesting, Jose, is I've met a lot of people who flew here from Michigan, Ohio, a lot of places. I mean, I think to some point you're right. I mean, if you're going to fly, you can make that argument. I'm not saying you're wrong. But for other people, they just basically said, listen, I could get cheap airfare, got a good price. We're going to make it work. It's, again, better than being at home. What's the biggest change you've noticed at CocoCay since COVID? Ooh. Probably the, I think the protocols as it relates to the water slides. In terms of lines, they make you do certain things for social distancing and whatnot. That's probably the most noticeable change. Otherwise, other than South Beach being closed and now it's open again, that's basically it. Is the Windjammer still closed at night? It is, Leon, on our cruise on Freedom of the Seas, which has 3,300 people on board this sailing. They have it open. So basically, as long as they get to about half capacity or more, Royal Caribbean will reopen the Windjammer. So on my ship, it's not open, but on Freedom, it is. Yeah, you know, I know the clouds are very, like, I look at it this way. I mean, this is where the beach is, kind of nice, but trust me, it's actually it's a very nice day. It's just the clouds are very deceiving because over here, it's a nice, clear, partly cloudy day. Does the sand ever get too hot? Yes, it can. Down by the water, not so much, but more like if you're trying to walk from, like, across the island kind of situation. And, of course, we have Coconut Willie's over here, one of the bars. So, fast test, free, easy to find. Oh, Julie, you mean like COVID test? Yeah, CVS. Actually, honestly, if for free, CVS. Book it 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks before you want to take your test. You'll have no problems, unless you live in a very remote area or CVSs aren't around you. Then it's a different issue. But in my experience, it's worked really, really well. Where is everybody? Well, this is South Beach, and this is the most remote area. There's a lot more people elsewhere on the island, but I wanted to show you guys South Beach because this is an area that has been closed since the pandemic and is now reopened, and I don't think a lot of people even know this exists or it's an option. So if you're looking for a place on the island, you say, you know what, man, I've been there, done that, gotten a lot of these places, and I want to have somewhere a little relaxing, a little quiet. This is really, I think, the place to go because South Beach is complimentary. And you're just not gonna have a lot of people that come all the way over here. So, hey, Javon, what's going on? Julie is flying from LA to Florida. That's awesome. But you know, Julie, Navigator this season is about to restart cruises from your neck of the woods out of LA, right? Do you recommend Alaska or Caribbean cruises? Both. It's kind of like asking, oh gosh, I don't know. Do you recommend, a steakhouse or an Italian restaurant? Yeah, you should do both. They're both good. One day you do one, the other day you do the other. That's, if that metaphor makes any sense. Is there anything at CocoCay that you haven't done that you still want to do? Daniel wants to know. Boy, there are probably some excursions or something like. I've never actually gone jet skiing before. At some point, that's not really a CocoCay thing. It's just like it's available here. Oh, and by the way, I want to give hold on a second. Special shout out today. Let me turn around here. Special shout out to Griff and Alyssa for hooking me up with the Griff and Alyssa wear, as I call it. If you like these sunglasses or hat, you can get it from Griff and Alyssa are on YouTube. They're fellow YouTubers. They do a great job. I have cruised with them. And they sent me this in the mail. And if I have a little more chest hair showing, I could be the next Griff. I feel like maybe I need to come up with my own name, so I'll be like Mriff. Griff isn't really his real name. But, oh, sorry, I don't know. Is that public knowledge? I don't know. But actually, I know that is public knowledge. Anyway, I'll be Mriff and he can be Griff, and this is how we look. This is how we do vacation. So Griff and Alyssa are awesome. Yeah, I met them on Royal Caribbean on Freedom of the Seas, and we hit it off, and I've been in they were gracious enough to put me in one of their videos, and look at that. So if I can just get myself an RV, then I will be living the Griff and Alyssa life. But anyway, shout out to them for hooking me up with this great stuff. I love these sunglasses, and they sent me the hat too. I was like, all right. CVS test is free, Julie. I can guarantee you the CVS test is free. I've done it 100 times, not 100 times. I've done it like 15 times. You either give them your insurance, which covers it, or the federal government pays for it. You will not pay anything out of pocket. So, is our bar close on South Beach? Oh, you can't, my giant hat's in the way. How's that right there? They are buying there. That's right. They are selling their RV if you want to buy it. There's one bar there, and I believe there's another bar. I want to say there's another bar down the beach, but I'm not sure. But there's definitely one right here. What time can you get in your room? 1 or 2 o'clock, depends on the ship. Hey, Thomas from New Jersey. What's going on, man? Delia booked a quick 2-day cruise, perfect day in January. You can't beat the price. Definitely better than staying at home. Absolutely. And if you live up north, an escape from the cold in January is like the best thing you can possibly do. I love that idea. Hey, Mark McLaughlin, what's going on, man? The beach club and floating cabanas disappeared from our cruise planner for our sailing every week. Is there any chance they're actually sold out even with reduced capacity? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they do sell out. So it's possible. I would check back maybe a little later, but it very much is the case that it could be sold out. What percentage of capacity is your ship? Well, let's see, we have 1,500 passengers, and we have, I think, technical. I don't know what the normal capacity is, like about 3,500 people. So it's somewhere in that ballpark. Whatever. Someone do the math for me. What brand are those glasses? Actually, those glasses, AJ, the Griff and Alyssa make them. So you go to Griff and Alyssa on YouTube, and you can buy them from them. What goes on sale on Black Friday? Well, Black Friday sales, let me put it this way. Basically the same stuff that goes on sale. Anytime you see a cruise planner sale, it goes on sale on Black Friday. But how lucrative it is depends. Honestly, my opinion, I don't think you should wait for a Black Friday sale. You can certainly look at it, but my advice with anything on the cruise planner that you want to book is to purchase it now, lock in the price. If there's a better price on Black Friday or Labor Day or next Tuesday, you can always cancel and rebook, but don't wait. That's the mistake. So, any news of Royal Caribbean's going to be expanding CocoCay any further? Yes, Daniel. They've already announced they're going to make an area called Hideaway Beach, I believe, Hideaway Cove. Oh man, I'm second guessing myself now. Anyway, I'll have photos of this on RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com tomorrow, but they're building some stuff on the other side of the island, so not this side, that side. You can't really see it from over here, but they are doing that. Are the drink packets cheaper the week of the sailing? No, Tamika, they are not. Book them before the cruise. They always cost more money on board. Book them before the cruise. Hideaway Beach. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, Hideaway Beach, Hideaway Cove. So many names. Hard to keep track. So. Do you tell CVS test is for a cruise? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just say for travel. When you go to CVS's website, the first option when you go to register for a test is something like you're looking to, it's something about travel. I just remember it's the first checkbox. And it's no problem at all. And once you get there, they don't care at all. You need a reservation at the gym. You do not, Julie. Tamika, should we prepay gratuity or tip as we go? Prepay gratuities. Definitely the way to go. It's just easier. Makes your life so much better. Honestly, I prepay my gratuities for what it's worth. And by the way, these floating cabanas you see here, this is from the Cocoa Beach Club. So. Oh, it's beautiful over here. I gotta tell you, I know some people are like, oh, there's clouds. I love the clouds. You know why? Because it's not as hot. Nice breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Hey, Vicky. First Royal Caribbean cruise on Independence of the Seas. Hopefully we can board as we're going with a 1-year-old. Yeah, absolutely. Children under 12 are allowed. They're actually gonna, Julie, I'm writing a blog. Well, you guys are hitting all the blog posts I'm writing this week. I'm gonna be writing a blog post this week about what it's like to travel with kids who are unvaccinated. So, Julie, check out that blog post. Do you need a Bahamas health visa or Royal Caribbean cruise? Don't need it. You do not, Sebastian. You do not need a health visa, even though you're visiting the Bahamas. The Bahamas health visa is for somebody who flies into the Bahamas. But since you're visiting on a cruise ship, you're good to go. Any idea when ships will go back to full capacity? I think by the end of the year, Jeff. That's the plan. I'm working on also a blog post on that. But word on the street is by the end of the year. By the time we go 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year! That's going to be, we should be close to full capacity, if not there. That's word on the street. That's more rumor, but I've heard it from some pretty respectable sources. So, you know, seems like they're going to start moving in that direction. Would Royal Caribbean accept the rapid 15-minute test? Yeah, as long as it's a great name, by the way. As long as it is a antigen test, which is the rapid test, that is acceptable. They accept the antigen test or the PCR. I recommend everybody get the antigen test whenever possible. It's just faster because the results come back quicker, and that way you don't have to play this game of am I going to get my results back in time. That's like the biggest issue right there. So, if I missed your question, please feel free to type it back in chat again, because I know that earlier I missed a couple while I was talking about random things there. So, what is the best time to go to the Thrill Water Park for shorter lines, Caro? Well, assuming you don't have reduced capacity, before 10 a.m., anytime before 10 a.m. is great, and then after 2 or 3 p.m., it really empties out over there. So, does insurance cover the home test? Mima, usually not, but if you have a, gosh, what's it called? A HSA account, like a health spending account, or there's another word, there's like 2 words for it, right? 2 initial, HSA and something else. Anyway, that is covered by it. But generally not. No, the home tests are not covered by insurance generally. You could try to reimburse yourself for it. Maybe it's worked for some people. I've heard from more that it hasn't. But the home tests are so easy. So, hey, Jay, where are the chickens? Actually, they're not here, but I've seen them around already. These ships will actually be full capacity in January, Jen. I think if everything holds true, again, we're making a lot of assumptions, right? From what I hear from Royal, it sounds like they're going to be at pretty much full capacity. You know what I mean? I mean, January is a slower month, but yes, that's the intention. Can my child take the at-home antigens? They cannot, Jose. You have to be vaccinated for that. So for the kids, you still got to register at CVS or whatnot. Chris, international flights back into the U.S. require a negative COVID test. Do cruisers need this negative COVID test as well to get back in? No, unless you're doing a longer than, I believe, 7-night Cruise. But the Royal Caribbean will take care of you in that situation. So, yeah, it's a beautiful view, Rob, right? Really, really nice. You see any large lizard in the island now? No, I've not seen them. There's a lot of wildlife on the island. There are chickens. There are lizards, like iguanas kind of things. There's a peacock that I've seen at the Cocoa Beach Club a couple times. There used to be cats here in the old days. I don't know what happened to the cat. I haven't seen cats in a long time, so I don't know what happened to them. Sebastian, the deluxe drink package went from 30% to 20% off my cruises in May 22. You think it'll go back 30% again? Could, but Sebastian, like I said earlier, book it now, lock in the price. If there's a better sale next month, next year, you can cancel and rebook with no penalty with that drink package. But if you wait, it could go up even more. Can you get an accessible room if you do rail up, Erlene? No, if you need you could get one, but if you need one, like if that's your question, like I need an accessible room, no, don't do rail up. But yes, it is a possibility they could assign you one. How much is the cost of the chairs on this beach? $0, 0 cents. It's free. Beach chairs, umbrellas, complimentary on South Beach and on Chill Island and on Harbor Beach. It's great. Anywhere when Hawaii will open back up? I don't know, Kimberly. It's a good question. I'm afraid I don't have the answer to that information. It's actually I think the Hawaii cruises are more tied to the fate of Australia cruises. Do they serve coconut water on the island or on the ship? I'm sure they do on the ship. I'm not sure if they have it on the island. Unfortunately, I don't ask for it, so I don't have personal experience. Why was there a sale in the cabanas on your cruise on board? I think because there's a lot of capacity and they want to try to sell them. It's a good question. I don't know. Before lockdown, how hard were the chairs during to ship on the island? Kenny, I think I know what you're asking, but you're English, dude. How hard is it getting into chair on the island even before COVID? Easy. They have way more chairs and umbrellas than you possibly can need here. That's your question. What does the main dining room open on embarkation day? They don't. They open for dinner. So 5:30. The main dining room is not open for lunch on embarkation day, just for dinner. Full capacity on November 22nd? I don't, Alex. I think it'll be more like December-ish. So. Nazca, what are the differences between the beaches? So, great question. You know what you should do? Check out, we have a full, this is a shameless plug. I'm perfectly honest with you guys. But it's really the best answer I can give you. We have a full CocoCay tour on our channel. It just came out like a week or two ago. Check out our full tour of Perfect Day CocoCay. We go through each place, give you a good idea of what to expect. If I just rattle off, well, this beach is this and this beach is that, doesn't really mean a whole lot to you, I don't think. Check out our full beach tour. I think you'll like that. M. Halt, shalom. Am I going to have the chicken sandwich? Yes, I already had one already today. How many trips in port now? 1. Tips for cruising while handicap. Number 1, work with a travel agent. That'd be a good idea. Book, if you need an accessible room, make sure you get one. And by accessible room, if you have a wheelchair, you need to have more space to, turn your wheelchair around. I would recommend that. If it's just mobility assistance, the Royal Caribbean is really good off the bat with that. You don't have to do too much in terms of that. That's a very vague answer, but yeah. What drinks can you bring on the ship? Non-alcoholic beverages, the 12 bottles or cans, whatever, like soda, water, just not beer or liquor. And you can bring up 2 bottles of wine as well. That's per stateroom, not per person. And are you allowed to purchase liquor at the ports to bring back? You can, but you have Tamika, they'll confiscate and give it back to you at the end of the cruise. Isn't full capacity in 2022 not this year? Remains to be seen. It sounds like maybe by the end of the year they'll be back to full capacity. So please walk to the bar. Done. Next request. How's the weather? Beautiful. It's been this partly cloudy, which is actually great. I mean, I know that you want it, you see photos and stuff. You get it looks pretty. That's hot. So I like the cloud cover. I don't mind it. It's not raining. It's not bad. I love these hammocks, by the way. So, what is complimentary on the island, chef? Check out our video. Most everything. The only thing is it costs money. 2 things cost, well, more than 2 things, I should say. All the beaches are included. All the beach chairs are included. All the umbrellas are included. The only exceptions are Cocoa Beach Club and the Thrill Water Park. That's the major things. Of course, the excursions cost extra. You know that. The food is complimentary unless you're in one of those places I mentioned. But yeah, check out our video, guys, of CocoCay. It's got all the answers to these questions because I think it's going to be a little bit better, easier to understand. We're having a great day at the water park. Perfect weather. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here today. Thank you for joining me here. Look at these awesome Adirondack chairs. This is a good nap spot if I ever saw one. I'm going to head back to the family. Hope you all have a great day. Tomorrow, if you have more questions, not to worry, tomorrow we'll be live again on YouTube at our usual time, 7:30 Eastern Time. Come chat with us then. We'll talk Royal Caribbean with you guys tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy. Stay safe out there, everybody, but do something fun. That's important as well. We'll talk again very soon, right here at Perfect Day at CocoCay. See you guys.